My name is Angela Dolson. I'm a junior and I'm an English major with a writing concentration and a studio art minor, and I was the orientation coordinator for the class of 2013. I helped plan a lot of the major events of orientation as well as some of the smaller ones. I helped get everything organized, get everything set up for move-in day, convocation, field day, the first year walk, all of those events that we plan for the first years to help acclimate them to their new environment.
Angela's role as the student coordinator is to coordinate the 5-day orientation from start to finish. And what does that mean? That means everything from working with our designers for any publications we create. It means working with our internal constituents for all the logistics on campus. It means working with the Department of the Interior to reserve the space for the National Cemetery for the First Year Walk. The First Year Walk is a program that was started by a student who really thought it was important to connect new students to their home. And their home means the current home of Gettysburg as well as what history came before them. And so it's an opportunity for our class, our incoming class, to follow in the same footsteps that students followed so many years ago to hear Lincoln give his Gettysburg Address.
We had to make sure we had a permit for the park so we could set up everything. We had to have a barricade so that we could walk through the streets and there would be no traffic. We were in contact with Bruce Gordon and his wife just to make sure that they felt that they had the proper accommodations for their stay here and that he would be able to do the speech and he knew what to do and what to say. But when I first got the job, I was really excited, and then it kind of hit me all of a sudden that the orientation coordinator from last year was the one who spoke at convocation, and I started to get a little nervous because I had forgotten about that aspect. But once the summer started and I knew I'd have to make the speech, I gave myself an August 1st deadline.
You know, the day before opening day, Angela and I stood on the portico of Penn Hall and practiced her speech for convocation. And because we had worked quite well throughout the summer of communicating, giving each other feedback back and forth, it was really more intentional for me to mentor her in her experience of delivering the convocation address. I think the thing that I noticed most about Angela's opportunity to relate her academic experience with her leadership experience as the coordinator is really around her writing and her communication. She's an English major with a studio art minor, and her ability to write and effectively explain details really was quite amazing and potentially one of the best that I've seen since I've worked with this program.
I think I kind of learned over this whole process that you can't always please everyone, but you can work in partnership with people to get things done. I also learned that in a situation like orientation where there's 700 plus people depending on you to make sure it goes smoothly, you have to have your priorities in order. If something came up and someone didn't really want to do something or wanted to change something, I would just have to be like, this is how it is, that this is how the program works, and you just kind of had to leave it at that. And it was difficult at first. It was just kind of like more mature way of dealing with problems.
Our goal is to help students develop the skills they need to be effective leaders once they leave Gettysburg College. We want them to make a difference, we want them to make a change, and we want them to make an impact in their communities.